You wake up early. You go to work. You do what you're supposed to do. And yet, you're still broke. Not struggling for a few months, but stuck year after year. This isn't because you're lazy. It's not because you're stupid. It's because of a psychological money trap you were never taught to see. Let me describe a life that will sound familiar. Someone wakes up every morning. They commute. They work long hours. They come home tired. On paper, everything looks right. But every month ends the same way. Checking bank balances, delaying payments, hoping next month will be better. They tell themselves, once I earn more, things will change. But time passes, income rises a little, stress stays the same, lifestyle expands, savings don't. Without realizing it, they build a life that requires them to stay trapped. This isn't a failure of effort, it's a failure of structure. Most people were taught a simple idea. If you work hard enough, money will follow. It sounds motivating, it feels responsible, but it's incomplete, and that's what makes it dangerous. Hard work creates income. It does not create wealth. Wealth requires systems. Millions of people work 40 to 60 hours a week, earn steady income, and still live paycheck to paycheck. Not because they're irresponsible, but because no one taught them how money actually behaves. Here's the loop most people are stuck in. You earn money, you spend to relieve stress, you feel temporary relief. Bills arrive, stress returns. Repeat. This isn't a spending problem, it's an emotional regulation problem. Your brain treats spending like a reward. Every purchase delivers a small dopamine hit, a brief sense of control, a moment of relief. That's why budgeting feels painful. That's why saving feels restrictive. That's why spending feels justified. Your nervous system is making decisions before logic ever shows up. Here's what most financial advice ignores. Money isn't experienced logically, it's experienced emotionally and socially. Spending isn't about things, it's about relief, identity, control. So when advice says, just budget better, it fails, because it removes the symptom without replacing the system. The brain doesn't resist change because it's weak. It resists change because it's protecting emotional balance. Until emotional spending is replaced with automatic systems, willpower will always lose. Most budgets fail for one reason. They rely on discipline. Discipline is limited. Life pressure isn't. If your financial plan requires you to be perfect, resist temptation forever, and never slip, it will collapse. People who win don't try harder. They remove decisions. This feels uncomfortable. Pause for a second. That discomfort isn't guilt, it's awareness. Most people never stop long enough to see the system they're trapped in. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Imagine two people, same age, same income, same city. Person A manages money manually. They save what's left. They invest when it feels right. They spend based on mood. Person B removes decisions. Savings happen automatically. Investments run on schedule. Lifestyle stays fixed even as income rises. After 1 year, the difference is small. After 5 years, it's obvious. After 10, the gap feels impossible to close. Not because one worked harder, but because one designed inevitability. Here's the real shift. Stop asking, how much can I spend? Start asking, what system does this support? Every dollar is a vote for your future identity. The old identity says, I'll figure it out later. I deserve this. Money comes and goes. The new identity says, my system handles this. Delay is power. Money has direction. This isn't about deprivation. It's about control. If this video hits something uncomfortable, that's a good sign. This channel exists to replace financial confusion with clarity. If you want to understand money without hype, without gurus, and without shortcuts, subscribe and comment system if you want the next video to show you how to build your first simple money system step by step. Here's the part people don't like to think about. Staying stuck financially doesn't just affect money, it quietly shapes your entire life. It affects the jobs you tolerate, the risks you avoid, the conversations you don't have. When money is tight, you don't choose what's best, you choose what's safest. You stay in environments longer than you should. You delay decisions that could change your trajectory. You accept stress as normal, not because you want to, but because instability removes leverage. Financial pressure shrinks your world. It limits imagination, it limits patience, it limits courage. This is why money problems feel heavier than numbers. They quietly dictate the boundaries of your life. Most people believe the solution is simple. Once I earn more, everything will be fine. But here's what usually happens instead. Income rises. Spending rises with it. Stress stays exactly the same. This is called lifestyle expansion. Your brain quickly adjusts to higher income, but it doesn't adjust to financial insecurity. So the same emotional patterns repeat, just at a higher level. This is why people earning twice your income can feel just as trapped. Money doesn't remove stress by itself. Structure does. Without systems, more income just means more responsibility, more pressure, and more to lose. That's why earning more without changing how money is handled rarely changes anything. There's another cost most people ignore. Delay. Every year spent without structure doesn't just pause progress, it compounds the gap. Small decisions repeated daily create massive differences over time. Not overnight, not dramatically, quietly. That's why financial change feels impossible later. Not because it is, but because time was working against you. The earlier systems are put in place, the less effort they require, the longer they're delayed, the heavier the lift becomes. This isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to clarify something important. Time amplifies systems, good or bad. The goal isn't perfection, it's direction. You don't need complex strategies. You don't need extreme discipline. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. You need a small number of decisions made once, then repeated automatically. That's how pressure disappears. That's how clarity returns. That's how momentum starts. Wealth isn't built through dramatic change. It's built through quiet consistency. And once the system is in place, progress stops feeling heavy. It starts feeling inevitable. Let me leave you with something most people never consider. Being broke isn't just about having less money. It's about having fewer choices. When money is unstable, everything else becomes fragile. Your time feels borrowed. Your energy feels drained. Your future feels postponed. You don't plan long-term. You manage short-term emergencies. And over time, that constant pressure trains you to think smaller than you actually are. This is why financial clarity feels emotional. It's not about luxury, it's about breathing room. Structure gives you space. Space gives you patience. Patience gives you better decisions. And better decisions repeated quietly change outcomes. This is why the goal was never to suddenly get rich. The goal was to stop living in reaction mode. Once that happens, progress stops feeling forced. It starts feeling natural. That's when money stops controlling you and starts responding to you.